we speak how Tyson win, what Tyson do, blah, 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 blah. It's as a normal Tyson Fury, every time a lot of speak, hey, you bodybuilder, you sausage, you blah, 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 you blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But we joke about different situation, yeah. If AJ afraid me, yeah, Tyson say, I ready fight trilogy with Usyk. We yeah, you know. Hey, listen, you last time say Usyk will be say, if you want trilogy with me, you must say please, please. Hey, greedy, please. Come on, I ready. Trilogy.
You want it still?
Listen, greedy belly, give me $1 billion, you take trilogy. We yeah, you know. Hey, listen, you last time say Usyk will be say, if you want trilogy with me, you must say please, please. Hey, greedy, please. Come on, I ready.
Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight is happening exclusively on Netflix, and it's happening in the UK in autumn. Who have you got winning that fight?
I could make a case for either man winning. I mean, Fury has, if I'm being honest, he has the better skill sets. But then AJ's got the punching power, and he's, you know what I mean, he presents different
challenges.
I mean? Yeah, and I think if Fury's not on it, AJ will win, and vice versa.
I think AJ wins.
After his win over Arslanbek, Tyson has expressed his desire to fight Anthony Joshua, insisting a trilogy with Usyk is welcomed if that fight doesn't happen, while also arguing that both of his fights with Usyk had unfair results.
Or, if AJ don't want it, then let's get Usyk in the trilogy. But I need some fair play.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought you won the first fight.
There you go.
I was ringside, honestly.
A lot of people thought I won, a lot of people thought I drawed. But I didn't deserve 2 losses, God almighty.
He was catching him with the
everything. But it is what it is. It's no good crying over spilled milk, and that's in the past. And that was a long time ago, 2024. Just want to fight, you know what I mean?
While Tyson is desperate for Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn has poured cold water on Fury's desires by making it clear the fight is not happening at this moment.
There is no fight. The fight's not signed, and you know, we got asked if we wanted to get in the ring to announce the fight, and AJ sort of said, is it done? I'm like,
we were teased about it earlier in the evening.
Yeah, but you were teased by people that wanted to make the announcement on that kind of stage. I get that, and we're all up for playing along. But AJ didn't want to put himself in a position and almost sort of tell the British public that after all these years, we've got it, it's on, because it's not. Now, will it be on? I truly believe so. My instruction from Anthony Joshua is make the fight. But at this moment, it's not. And to get in there and tell the world it's on, it's not on. Will it be on? I believe so. And I like the way AJ played it.
Yeah.
And it felt like, I say, power shift.
Eddie Hearn reminds that Tyson Fury has been called out for years to have a bout with Anthony Joshua, and this is the first time Fury himself is actually calling Joshua out, adding that if he wants it to be made quickly, he's a fool.
For years we've been calling for this fight, and Fury's like, I'm the man, 60-40, you know, blah, blah, blah. Now there's no belts. It was the first time Fury's kind of come out and gone, I want you. You're the only fight I want next. And it was good to hear, and I'm very confident it gets made. You've even got Fury saying, well, he's had his warm-up against Jake Paul. I mean, not really, but also, we know a lot's happened in AJ's life. Sometimes people are quick to forget that, and they have to understand that we have to do things at our pace or his pace and at the right time. At the moment, the work that he's put in to even get himself to this position is been so admirable. It's been incredible.
I think it's great just having him around after what's happened.
And he's ready and he's motivated, but we've got to do it right. The deal that we've been offered, which is to fight in July and then fight Tyson Fury in November.
Anthony Joshua has revealed that Turki Al Sheikh is making some deals right now, and he is focused on building his muscle so he can break Fury's jaw.
Now, Uncle Turki has some work to do, and we'll see what happens next, but I enjoyed watching it, and I feel like I'm ready to build up my muscle because I want to break his jaw.
Meanwhile, Oleksandr Usyk says he can set aside his urge for a trilogy if Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury is made, and his prediction is blowing everyone's mind.
If Tyson Fury send the fight with AJ, I do step back.
And
You know?
watch as a fan. Who do you think wins that fight? You've boxed both of them twice. You've been
AJ win. It's future undisputed champion, you know?
Does that make you feel pretty good, Eddie Hearn, hearing that?
Amazing. The table nearly flew off.
Another part of this story is Anthony Joshua's loyalty to Eddie Hearn, while Hearn is engaged in a rivalry with Dana White, who once approached Joshua for a fight but walked away disappointed.
Media run a story. AJ in talks with Dana White. And I'm like, the f.
Right.
So it's in the paper, right? So I go and see AJ and we've got a media thing and I went, yo.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, he called me out of the blue. And I'm like, what? And he went, I told him straight away, I said, I'm with Eddie. He said, but we had a good chat. Like, we talked for like half an hour. Because AJ likes to listen. And so I'm like, what?
Did
Anyway,
it make you feel like,
yeah,
like, oh,
no,
shit,
but I was like, what? And then, funnily enough, about 6 months later, I went to Dana's office and we had a meeting. And I said, oh, I hear you spoke to AJ. He said, yeah, and you know something he said to me? Within the first 5 seconds, just to let you know, I'm not leaving Eddie.
That adds to how much Eddie Hearn values Anthony Joshua. Their loyalty runs even deeper, with Eddie revealing that Anthony Joshua is now a shareholder in the company.
He's my guy, but let's talk. He goes, and I respected that. I was like, wow. Like, and I've got so much respect for him because there's a few fighters, probably a handful of fighters that I feel the same way about, like AJ, that I would literally, like, in an empty room with 1 or 2 people, they'd have you back in a conversation.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And in life, you know, there ain't a lot of people like that.
That's true.
Especially in a game like boxing. So I will always be indebted to him, not just as a company, because he's helped us and he's now a shareholder in my business because of what he's done for me and the company.
Meanwhile, Oleksandr Usyk is ready to sacrifice his trilogy in order to turn Anthony Joshua into a beast and make him an undisputed champion ready to beat Tyson Fury. He has joked and mocked Tyson Fury, calling his tactics funny and hilarious, and sends a clear message to Fury: if you want to fight with me, fight on my terms.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, listen, you last time say Usyk will be say, if you want trilogy with me, you must say, please, please. Hey, greedy, please. Come on, I ready.
Even the way you talk there, it sounds like everything has to be on Tyson's terms, or he thinks it has to be on his terms. Did you like how AJ reacted?
Oh, no, I think AJ not nervous about this. I think now AJ must do...
Usyk is confident that Anthony Joshua will become undisputed and win a fight with Tyson Fury. His remarks show how the bond between the two has evolved. He calls Joshua his brother and reveals what he notices when they train together. At the same time, Usyk teases Tyson Fury, calling him greedy belly, and insists Fury must pay him $1 billion to make the trilogy happen.
AJ.
Really?
Yes, of course. AJ win.
AJ is your friend, is that why you say that?
AJ bratan me. My bratan. You know bratan?
Bro, your brother.
Bro. G.
What do you see in Anthony Joshua when you train with him?
You can.
Yeah?
Yeah. Every time.
Okay.
AJ, it's a future undisputed champion.
Greedy belly again? Do you fight him again?
Who, with me?
Yeah.
Trilogy.
You want it still?
Listen, greedy belly, give me $1 billion, you take trilogy.
With Tyson Fury's blunt way of calling out Anthony Joshua and the interaction grabbing everyone's attention, all eyes are now on this mega fight that has been longed for years. Reports suggest it will be made in autumn of this year, and the boxing community feels Anthony Joshua will win, thanks to having the guidance of Usyk and the confidence gained from working with him.
Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury fight is happening exclusively on Netflix, and it's happening in the UK in autumn. Who have you got winning that fight?
I could make a case for either man winning. I mean, Fury has, if I'm being honest, he has the better skill sets. But then AJ's got the punching power, and he's, you know what I mean, he presents different
challenges.
Yeah, and I think if Fury's not on it, AJ will win, and vice versa.
I think AJ wins.
I could see why you would say
I think it's a 50-50 fight. I do think AJ wins.
Why is that?
I think there's just something that I saw in AJ's eyes when he was sat ringside, the way he handled that. There's something that he's getting from the Usyk camp.
People notice an unwavering commitment to excellence and winning in Joshua's eyes. While the fight may be called 50-50, the fact that Anthony Joshua is in better shape than Tyson Fury alone makes a strong case for his victory. Fury, according to one report, has gone down 8 times in his career due to his body being too easy to hit. If Joshua brings the same intensity and discipline he's shown alongside Usyk, that vulnerability could be the deciding factor.
That I don't think he's had before.
I think his all-round skill set is better than AJ's, if I'm being honest. But then AJ has the equaliser with a punch. I mean, Fury does get hit.
He does.
I mean, he's a big guy.
And his body's big. It's hittable.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been down, what was it, 8 times in his career?
Simon Jordan has appreciated Anthony Joshua's response to Tyson Fury's call-out, noticing that Joshua has been relatively calmer, while Fury enacted the scene more like a WWE fighter. He likes the fight and insists this is clearly for money, and the long-term build-up might interest people. However, he adds to the fact that Joshua saying he's the landlord doesn't prove his words, remembering how he got humbled by Daniel Dubois. According to Jordan, both fighters have their past haunting them, and they need this fight to settle their place in the heavyweight hierarchy.
I think Anthony handled himself relatively well. Fury does what Fury does. At times he can be very charismatic, other times he can be very boorish. In this instance, for whatever reason, he felt the need to go into full WWE mode to call out Anthony Joshua. Well, it made intriguing watching for people, I suppose. I don't think Anthony Joshua is the landlord. I don't think coming after getting ironed out by Daniel Dubois puts you in the box seat. You are both the biggest names in British boxing over the last decade. This is the past having an opportunity to have a swan song with huge money attached to it because people want to see this particular fight. That's not about heavyweights. That's not about world titles. That's about money. That's all that's about. And if that's what people want to go and watch, that's fine. I'm more interested in what's happening with Moses Atoma. I'm more interested in what's happening with Fabio Wardley and Daniel Dubois and Ajit Kabiel because I think they're the future and the way that heavyweight boxing is going, not where it's been.
The reactions from fighters and analysts are pouring in for this potential mega fight. Oleksandr Usyk has thrown his support behind Joshua, calling him a brother and predicting undisputed glory. Simon Jordan appreciates Joshua's calm demeanor, but warns that past humiliations, like the Dubois loss, still haunt him. Meanwhile, Fury's WWE-style antics have drawn mixed reviews, with some praising the entertainment value and others questioning his seriousness. As autumn approaches, the boxing world remains divided. Is this a true legacy fight or simply a lucrative spectacle?
AJ Fury, it sounds like it's in the works. We're getting excited already.
Hey, that'll be a perfect Christmas present. Turkey, make it happen, bro. Make it happen, man.
Surely BBC Sport, no. Surely you have some sort of insight. Nothing.
You probably know better than me.
That fight should have happened years ago, but better late than never if they can get it done.
That is what they're announcing, they told me, but obviously they've told me to keep it secret, so I can't say anything.
Oh, I wanted to see that fight a couple of years ago, but it still looks tasty.
I would love to see that scrap. I think the whole world's been waiting for that for a long time. It's about time we get it. We're overdue.
That man, it's the fight we want to see, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's good for boxing.
I really want to see it happen. I feel like before they're too old as well.
Who would you have in that one, though?
Listen, man, AJ's my boy, man, so I got to go with AJ, man.
Some say this will be a fight made too late. Others insist it's great for boxing. And many predict Anthony Joshua will win and beat Tyson Fury, just like the confidence of Usyk suggests. Some believe Joshua would have to dig deep and summon some extraordinary power to brutally knock out Tyson Fury. And all of this under the training of Usyk speaks volumes about his readiness to be the muscled guy who breaks Tyson Fury's jaw, as per his own claims.
AJ Fury, it sounds like it's in the works. We're getting excited already.
Hey, that'll be a perfect Christmas present. Turkey, make it happen, bro. Make it happen, man.
Surely BBC Sport, no. Surely you have some sort of insight. Nothing.
You probably know better than me.
that fight should have happened years ago, but better late than never if they can get it done.
That is what they're announcing, they told me, but obviously they've told me to keep it a secret, so I can't say anything.
Oh, I wanted to see that fight a couple of years ago, but it still looks tasty.
I would love to see that scrap. I think the whole world's been waiting for that for a long time. It's about time we get it. We're overdue.
That man, it's the fight we want to see, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's good for boxing.
I really want to see it happen before I feel like before they're too old as well.
Who would you have in that one, though?
Listen, man, AJ's my boy, man, so I got to go with AJ, man.
I think AJ's going to have something deeper within him to pull, I think, a brutal knockout winner over Fury on that one. I actually do.
I want to back my guy, AJ. I like AJ a lot. I think he's really cute and wholesome, so yeah.
AJ's my boy. I think he's got it.
John Fury, Tyson's famously blunt father, agrees the Joshua clash should have landed years ago, but insists that moment has passed. He believes the ideal window was 6 years back, when both men stood undefeated and at their peak. That version would have been monumental, possibly era-defining. Now, both have aged, tasted defeat, and faded from their prime. John sums it up simply: some fights, like mountains, just miss each other, and this is one of them.
Well, it sits with me as nothing really, because they should have fought 6 years ago when they was both at the best. They was both unbeaten, and they both had belts. It was a fight that was never going to happen, and AJ and him would have been a blockbuster, a lot bigger than Usyk, but these things happen. Mountains sometimes miss each other on a very rare occasion, and this what these two have. But it's gone now. It's gone. Both men have not got what they used to have. And 6 years ago it would have been the fight of the century, or he said that, and I was the one gunning for it. But Deontay Wilder, he put an arbitration in, won it, and here we are today. It's history. It's in the past.
Still, not everyone has moved on. Lennox Lewis, a legendary British heavyweight, continues to push for the fight. Not for money or timing, but for legacy. He draws a parallel to his own 1993 battle with Frank Bruno, which was about pride, national identity, and settling who reigned supreme. Lewis believes the same stakes apply to Fury and Joshua. British fans deserve it, he says, and the world would stop to watch. Even now, the fight would be massive.
Listen, you got to give the fans what they want. And I think that's what the fans want to see. I think it's going to be another good fight, a good brawl, a great fight for the fans.
Both fighters are coming off the back of, in the last couple of years, 2 losses to Usyk apiece. Who do you back in this fight if this fight's to happen in 2025, Lennox?
Whoa, you got Tyson Fury, which is a great fighter, a great boxer. He moves around well. And you also got Anthony Joshua, which has got a great jab. So it's really who's the better fighter, who's the better, who's in better shape, who does what is needed to get done to win the fight.
Carl Frosch also backs the idea of Fury versus Joshua, but paints a grim picture of how it would unfold. He believes Fury would mentally destroy Joshua before the first bell, using psychological warfare to break him down. Inside the ring, Frosch predicts Fury would pick Joshua apart, peppering him with shots, controlling the pace, and eventually stopping him. So while acknowledging Fury isn't a heavy hitter, Frosch insists the gap between them is too wide, and Fury would dominate.
Would just absolutely hammer him. And I just think that for me, if I'm Tyson Fury and I'm looking after Tyson Fury, that is the fight for him. Anthony Joshua, for me, it's an easy win. It's a bit of a mismatch, and I don't want to disrespect AJ, but for me, Tyson Fury beats Anthony Joshua easy. So it makes absolute perfect sense for Fury to come out of retirement and fight AJ. Not sure about AJ. If I'm advising AJ, obviously, Eddie Hearn's thinking about the old bunts, and he'll tell everybody that's prepared to listen that AJ will knock out Fury because he's the biggest heavyweight puncher in the world. But it's no good being a big puncher if you're getting in the ring and you don't believe in yourself. There's no belief behind them punches. There's no sort of substance behind the shot.
While Turki Alalshik pushes for a British super fight between Fury and Joshua, Frank Warren once made it clear that the Ukrainian was the fight that truly motivated the Gypsy King. For Fury, unfinished business always meant one thing: redemption. And that redemption has once come closer to reality when Tyson Fury broke the silence on Instagram, posting words that sent shockwaves across the boxing community. He wrote, "April 18th, 2026. Wembley Stadium, the Trilogy. Alongside the text, he added a simple British flag emoji, a symbol of where it all began and where it will likely end. Meanwhile, the chorus of British boxing voices continues to swell. Lennox Lewis, a legendary heavyweight and proud British icon, refused to stay silent. In one interview, he urged both Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua to face each other before time runs out. For Lewis, this isn't just about belts or paydays. It's about legacy, national pride, and giving fans the showdown they've waited years to see. The clock is ticking, and he made it clear. Now or never.
They should fight each other. I think the British public is waiting for that fight. I mean,
will they regret it when they get to 60 if they don't do it?
Lewis, who unified the division and fought every major name of his era, warned both men not to let their rivalry fade into history without a resolution. He recalled his own experience. Had he never fought Mike Tyson, it would have haunted him as his biggest regret. He doesn't want to see the same mistake repeated with Fury and Joshua. For Lewis, leaving a fight unmade is worse than losing it.
Like, you know, for me, my regret would have been not fighting Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
He was incarcerated for a little bit, and we didn't know what he was going to do, if he was going to come out, if he was going to fight. He came out, he fought. Now, you know, people know the difference between me and him. Now there's no, you know, guessing history.
You got to bookend the era, didn't you, basically?
Right.
You got to close off the era like you did with Klitschko as well.
Right.
You closed the era, there was no doubt about anything.
I think for the British fighters, they need to close the era too.
Yeah.
In that sense, but if they don't want to, it's up to them. You know, they're the kings for their what they want to do.
So here we stand, Fury playing mind games, Joshua building muscle, Usyk ready to step aside, and the clock ticking toward autumn. Will the long-awaited Battle of Britain finally explode inside the ring? Or will Usyk's shadow force a trilogy no one saw coming? One thing's certain, British boxing has never been louder. Drop your prediction in the comments. Does AJ break Fury's jaw, or does the Gypsy King rule again? And don't forget to subscribe, because when the ink dries on this contract, you'll hear it here first. Subscribe now and stay tuned.